What's good? What's good? This your boy DJ Cree back with another video, man. Man, your boy Birdman was on Nick Cannon's podcast. Man, he had a lot to say. This is Birdman saying that Master P told Priority Records he'd leave if the label did a deal with Cash Money. Reveals Russell Simmons refused to sign Cash Money to Def Jam because he didn't like the artwork for the album. This is wild, man. I want y'all to hear this because this says a lot about our struggle into getting deals and to make it a successful run. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Cash Money should be glorified as the longest running boutique record label in history. Yeah, as far as hip hop go. But check this out. Here we go.
What what was Cash Money doing when P and No Limit was popping off?
Honestly, I never heard of that dude.
Really?
Never. I knew him. I kind of knew him because he played basketball.
Right.
But and that's AAU because sometimes our project was Shakespeare. There was Rosenwald. So sometimes that shit play together.
Right.
And a nigga really could ball.
Yeah.
Play.
Yeah.
I never knew him of no street.
Not in the streets.
Nah. So, we heard of it, but we was all young. But then they left and came back. I ain't understand the shit. Cause I've been out here all this time doing this. I ain't never heard of this shit. But his wave came from the West Coast.
Yeah, because they was getting it popping like in Richmond.
That's
and all,
Came from that
true.
way.
Yeah. And I think that was smart just based off.
For y'all don't know, Master P had family in Cali, and he had some people out there, some plugs and some people out there. So he blew up. Master P blew up in California, and with like hanging around E40 and all them, learning the distribution, the independent distribution deal. I believe Southwest was distributing a lot of the independent West Coast artists. Here we go. It's called my bad. It's called a One Stop.
He had the South feel, he had the West Coast, and it was something new and something different. And at the time, what was unique about him, or to us, is he was independent on his own, getting money, and he had like a unprecedented record-breaking deal. I forgot who gave him his deal.
Priority gave it.
Priority.
A lot of Texas niggas' music was coming our way.
Right, like Rap-A-Lot.
Yeah, Rap-A-Lot was like the pioneer for us. That was somebody who I really looked at was Jay Prince in my time of coming up.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely, OG.
So how he did his shit.
Right.
And Texas music was coming down to us, but now our music going their way.
So y'all get into it, you get in there, Universal. Now, did you fly to New York? Or was it LA? Or like
New York.
So you went out there,
To New York.
met with Doug Morris and all that.
I met with other people. I met with, I think it was Warner Brothers, Sylvia Rome.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you was meeting with everybody?
Yeah, I was meeting with everybody.
Yeah, get the best
Sylvia
deal.
Rome, she said, and I got nothing but love for Sylvia. Over the years we didn't work together, but she said our music don't work for them. So we just left. I just walked out.
Right.
I went to Def Jam and met with Russell,
Right.
and Kevin Lyles.
Right.
This nigga Russell said he don't like our artwork. I'm like, this.
I'm making millions of dollars a week, nigga. You don't like my artwork?
Russell's a legend.
Nah, we love him. That's the OG.
I walk clean out.
Yeah.
You don't like my artwork. What about my music?
Right.
You don't care for the music?
Right.
So I left and I went to Priority.
Right.
Some weird shit here, right? Go to Priority. They fly us to California. Me and Slim, a couple of homies, we go out there. Nigga come in there and said, man, I'm sorry we can't do the deal. He said, because Master P said if we sign y'all, he leaving.
Wow.
It's crazy.
He wasn't enough room for more than one New Orleans nigga.
I just jumped on a jet and went back to New Orleans. It was like, fuck it, we just gonna grind with it. And then Mel and Winton up called. I said, this is my last trip. I ain't taking no more motherfucking flights to New York or California.
Right.
Fuck it, we'll thug it out.
Yeah.
Facts.
I'm still making millions. They gonna come down here and fuck with me. I ain't going back.
Right.
And that was my last flight.
What was Cash Money doing when?
Now, I'm gonna say this. This is why I give the South the most credit in the world, because that attitude that he's describing that these record labels had, we really struggled to get record deals. Like, it's not with a New York dude and a West Coast dude. It was labels in both those cities. So, I mean, it was labels in all through California, LA, and all through New York and New York City. We had a harder time doing it because nobody wanted to give us the deals, and we became very, very much hustlers of music and learning how to market, promote, and push our own music. That's why I think the South maintains influence through hip hop. I think we would have been more smaller or boutique if the labels would have took interest in us more. And I think hip hop overall would sound more like a New York thing. But I think when you had E40 pushing and E40 Too Short, all them pushing their music out there independent, it maintained and gained a fan following that you could not create or manufacture through a label. And same thing in the South. We created fanfare, relationships with the fans, when people in the clubs and all that. And it became what it is. And that's why the South, you know what I'm saying, from Texas to Georgia to Florida, you know, that's why we maintain a large influence over hip hop, because we understood how to push our records just by, you know what I'm saying, like trial and error. You know, we lost money, we made money, we lost money, but eventually you get to a point where you understand your fan base and understand what you need to do. And I think that's what makes the South super special when it comes to this. To me, in my opinion, nobody could out hustle the South when it comes to music. I'm sorry. Some of y'all could sell more, but y'all can't out hustle the South. Because we were going, California usually had like California, Arizona, maybe Nevada, Colorado, but we had Texas, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee. We had so many. Like, we could tour in the South and just continuously tour in the South and touch each individual state. California, pretty much, you could just tour in California. You can make a lot of bread, but it's only California, you know. And then you go out, you know, of course, Nevada and all that. But I think that was more influential, and you had more support overall because it's more black people. It was just more black people in the South consuming, you know, hip hop. But let me know what y'all think about, man, Master P. Hey, but it is what it is. I understand it though. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And what y'all think about the South becoming super influential and hustling, man? Because that's an untold story, and we don't get enough respect for it. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. More content is on the way. Peace.